Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Flaky, and I just want to let you know, before this video starts, this is going unscripted. I'm trying to do this in one take. I'm trying not to edit it as much, and I will let you know this is the spoilers review. Guys, today I'm going to be doing just an unscripted review, just by scene by memory of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So if you don't want spoilers for what is right now single-handedly the greatest video game-based movie of all time, not that that's a competition, but, you know, it's an impressive feat, because, you know, it's just been a curse for so long that all video game movies are terrible. Video games don't make good movies. Well, Jeff Fowler and everyone at Paramount just proved them wrong twice in a row. Sonic 1, I mean, it was generic, kind of like a Smurfs or Alvin and the Chipmunk situation, but done better. But Sonic 2, man, this was so good. Okay, so the movie starts, right, with Eggman on Mushroom Hill. And he's trying to figure out how to make mushroom coffee out of these mushrooms, and one of them he paints to look like Sonic. That was funny. But he's still, if you guys remember from one of the post-credit scenes from Sonic 1, Eggman still has the quill that he got from Sonic. So he uses the quill to power up basically a distress beacon, and that catches the attention of these human-like bird creatures, which never get talked about or mentioned or seen again after this scene. And Eggman, he uses his booby traps to take out all of the bird monster human things, whatever you call them. And when he tries to walk in through the ring portal, out comes knock knock, it's Knuckles. They basically make sort of an alliance to try to stop Sonic. And now back on Sonic's world, his foster parents, Tom and Maddie, are going to Hawaii for Maddie's sister's Rachel's wedding with this guy, I forget his name, Randall, that's his name. And out on a boat on a lake, before they go, out on a boat on a lake, Tom's kind of lecturing Sonic for, like, on how to be a hero, because Sonic's pretending to be Batman out throughout the streets, which I kind of find ironic, because Roger Craig Smith voices Sonic in the games, and he voiced Batman in Arkham Origins, so I just find that funny. But yeah, he's lecturing Sonic as Blue Justice, trademark pending, and he's messing up the city in basically the entire state of Washington. So they reconcile. They kind of have an argument, but it's short-lived, which I'm glad. I don't want to see these two, like, I don't want to see emo Sonic. I don't want to see, you're not my dad, which, I mean, he does say that, but, you know, I don't want him to be all brooding. It's not a phase, Mom. Uh, Sonic. What was I gonna say? All right. So after that, Sonic uses one of the warp rings to send Tom and Maddie to Hawaii, and he gives them a warp ring. For so that they can get back. Uh, oh yeah, and then after that, Sonic, like Eggman, gets to Sonic, and they kind of like argue back and forth. Like, I don't know how you got here, but I'm gonna beat you up. It's like, not on my watch, Hedgehog. And boom, out comes Knuckles. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. He knocks the freaking crap out of Sonic. And, oh yeah, and he says the line, "Do I look like I need your power?" Such a cool scene. But Tails from the last movie, or the last movie's post-credit scene, Tails comes in a police squad car, runs over Knuckles like he's a pedestrian in GTA, and just picks up Sonic. It's like, I have no time to explain. Get in my car. And Eggman, he hops on the squad car, tries to bite through the glass. Don't know why he think that would work, but... Sorry, I just felt something on my arm. Anyways, yeah, and eventually, they are stopped, but they do get away. Then after that, Eggman and Knuckles kind of have the scene. What happens after that? Sorry, I have terrible memory. Well, the next scene that I remember, Sonic and Tails go to Siberia, right? And that's where the snow scenes take place. They go to Siberia. They find this weird bar place, kind of like the bar scene from Sonic 1, but it plays out a little bit different here. Sonic and Tails are they're looking for a compass to find where the Master Emerald is, because that's what they're looking for. I forgot to mention, but earlier they find out that Longclaw was the keeper of the Master Emerald, and they kind of have to do her job for her since she's dead. And yeah, so they have to find the compass to find the Master Emerald. Oh, and the Master Emerald in this universe is it's not like, okay, in the games, the Master Emerald, in case you don't know, the Master Emerald is what controls the 7 Chaos Emeralds. But in this, the Master Emerald is made up of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which is a difference I kind of like, because it makes getting all 7 emeralds a lot easier to do. But I think that's going to be a problem again by the end of the movie. I'll explain later. So Sonic and Tails are in the bar, right? And they accidentally offend one of the waitresses thanks to Tails' little Google Translate bot. And they're almost thrown into a pit of fire, but Tails remembers a word to use to get them out of a situation. But, like, the word is an offering for a dance-off. So they have a dance-off, and they get their butts kicked at first, but Sonic plugs in his phone to the jukebox and plays Uptown Funk for some reason. I don't know. But he does the Sonic Adventure pose in their part, so I guess that's cool. They win the dance-off, they get their map back, and they have a talk about how they're both weirdos, and it's cool. It's a cool little bonding moment for Sonic and Tails, which I like, because I like Sonic and Tails. And they sleep in at the cabin, or bar, whatever. And there's this cute little scene where Sonic tucks in Tails, and he sleeps without the blanket, and then Tails wraps Sonic around his two tails. That's just adorable. But yeah, then in the morning, Sonic and Tails go out and get chased by Knuckles. That's where... Oh, great. The Winter Soldier. I'm sorry. I love that line. As a Marvel and Sonic fan, that line is just so funny to me. But yeah, eventually they get the compass, and then Sonic and Tails crash. They have to convince Tom to use the warp ring, which he mixed up with Rachel and Randall's wedding ring. So he has to punch Randall in the face to get the warp ring so he can bring Sonic and Tails in from Siberia, which ends up causing an avalanche, which just utterly destroys Rachel and Randall's wedding. Then Sonic and Tails gets captured by Gun. Yes, Gun is a thing in this world now. It's led by Olive Garden guy from the first movie. So now apparently he's the gun commander. I'm assuming he's just supposed to be a version of the gun commander from Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog. Kind of wish they gave him the double eye color thing, like he does in the game, but oh well. But so yeah, he's the gun commander now. But yeah, he shows up and he reveals literally everyone there is an agent, even the priest. The priest, okay, there's a scene where they're all showing their tasers to the humans, and the priest, he opens up his Bible and there's a taser in there. It's possibly the funniest thing that I've seen a priest do in a movie. I'm not even going to lie. That's the funniest thing that I've seen a priest do in a movie. But yeah, apparently the whole wedding, the whole marriage between Rachel and Randall was a setup to capture Sonic and Tails because they're extraterrestrials. Now, there's a lot of plot holes in that, but I'm not going to delve too deep into that. I'm sure there's other YouTubers out there that you can look up that have done that much better. It just explains that much better than I can. But I will say this. Why do they have two cages if they weren't aware of Tails' existence before then? That's the only plot hole that I noticed during this movie. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. But yeah, another funny thing, the operation that they called the operation, the whole wedding thing, they called it Operation Catfish. That's just so funny to me. Uh but yeah, then Rachel is like extra pissed at uh Randall for lying to her about everything, which can't can't blame her. I mean, he was a double agent, so uh then Rachel and Maddie have to save Sonic Tails. Oh, and Tom got captured too. So they use Tails' devices to like take out the gun agents. And possibly my favorite scene, just my favorite moment with the humans in the entire movie. And then also Rachel steals a go-kart to try to run over Randall. And she gets called Bridezilla. Yeah, I swear, Rachel is just the funniest human character in these movies. I want more of Rachel. Give me more Rachel. But Rachel and Randall, they make up. So, oh my, I love you. I don't really care. I don't really care about their relationship. I don't care. I don't care. But they do make up. But yeah, Maddie goes saves Tom, and they save Sonic and Tails, and they get them out of there. Then they use the compass to get the Master Emerald from this little area in which, to me, I personally thought that it was I thought it was Hidden Palace Zone, but apparently it was based off of Marble Zone. I don't know. I just thought Hidden Palace made more sense because, you know, it's literally a hidden palace in the ocean. Or not Marble Zone, but the one really hard aquatic level in Sonic 1. I don't remember the name of it, but that level. Oh, and the boss room from Sonic 3 where you fight Knuckles one-on-one. It was based off of those two levels. But I'm gonna call it Hidden Palace anyways. So they go inside the Hidden Palace, and they find out that that's where the Master Emerald is. So Sonic and Knuckles fight in a really cool action scene, but Eggman tricks Knuckles, you know, no surprise there, and steals the Master Emerald, absorbing the power for himself and just becoming basically God. And he betrays Knuckles, and the whole palace crumbles onto Sonic and Knuckles. So Sonic, because Sonic can't swim, he nearly drowns from saving Knuckles, So Knuckles saves him, and they kind of bond, and become friends. And Tails actually gets one of the planes from the wedding that spelled out some word, but it was like, those cloud drawings. They were using that for the wedding, and Tails steals one of those to take Sonic and Knuckles back to Green Hills. I don't think it ever explains how Tom and Maddie got back, so plot hole there, but yeah, that Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles uses the plane, which is of course a reference to the tornado from the games. So when they get back, they see that Sonic, or not, no, they see that Eggman has built the Death Egg robot. That was freaking awesome. Kind of wish they didn't show that in the trailers, though. That would have made the moment a lot cooler. And Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles work together to beat the Death Egg robot, and Knuckles, in a reference to Sonic 3, Knuckles punches the Master Emerald out of Sonic, and when Sonic gets the Master Emerald breaks and outspills the 7 Chaos Emeralds. So Eggman tries to stomp on Sonic, Tom, and Maddie, who saved him, and he tries to step on them all. But in seriously the coolest moment ever, Sonic absorbs the 7 Chaos Emeralds and becomes Super Sonic. Woo! Yeah, baby! That was hands down the coolest freaking moment I've ever seen in a movie since the 3 Spider-Man and No Way Home. Dude, it would have been so much cooler if Live and Learn would have played, though. They use some like standard orchestra theme that they use in just a generic theme. Let me tell you, it would have been like 10 times cooler if they used Live and Learn. Just seeing that, hearing I would have freaked out. But oh well, Super Sonic was in the movie. He, in a reference to Sonic 06, yeah, in a reference to that piece of crap game, he just love taps the Death Egg robot with his fist, and even Eggman's like, oh, so it's gonna be like that, huh? And he falls to what I presume is his death, because, like the gun commander says later, there's no way anyone could survive that drop, especially a human. So Sonic lands back on the ground, summons a chili dog, like Sonic would, eats it, and Knuckles says, "Stand back, don't touch him. He is not the Sonic you once knew," which is kind of interesting. I don't know what he means, but by that does the 7 Chaos Emeralds, does the usage of it like change people in some way? Does is it not normal for you to be able to eject them? Like, I don't know what that means. I would love to delve deeper into that line to see what it means, maybe like in Sonic 3. Maybe it maybe someone else uses the Chaos Emeralds and it changes them. Maybe since Eggman used the Chaos Emeralds, maybe it makes him even crazier than he already was in Sonic 3, assuming he's gonna be in Sonic 3. But anyways, Sonic quickly disproves Knuckles by summoning 2 chili dogs for him, and they land in his eyes. It's like, never mind. He is the exact same Sonic that you once knew. Sorry if my Idris Elba impression's bad or racist sounding. I'm doing my best here. But yeah, Sonic ejects the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I have no idea where they go. I think they scatter just so they can have like a collect the 7 Chaos Emerald subplot in Sonic 3. Which may clutter the movie for the things that I want to see in Sonic 3, but, oh well. I'll get to what I want to see in Sonic 3 later in the video. But Knuckles reforms the Master Emerald, so now the 7 Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald are 2 different things again, which I'm cool with, because that's how that is in the games, but, making all 7 things and turn into the one big thing, it just made more sense, but, oh well. I'm fine with either way. Maybe they'll put the 7 Chaos Emeralds back in the Master Emeralds in Sonic 3. We'll see. But yeah. Then at the end of this, they play baseball like how Sonic did at the start of Sonic 1. And it's pretty cool. Knuckles wins, obviously. And, yeah. Then the post-credit scene plays. The government agents are talking about how they were wiping out Eggman's files since, they think he's dead again. And they found something from 50 years ago. And we see Agent Stone. Just realized I haven't talked about Agent Stone throughout this entire review. I'll dedicate an entire section to Agent Stone. But we see Agent Stone's disguised as a gun agent, and that I think he's trying to infiltrate their bases to sort of see if he can find Robotnik. But they were wiping out all of Eggman's files. And they find something from a research facility from 50 years ago. And the gun commander instantly knew what she was talking about. And he says, oh, God. Project Shadow. And they do a freaking close-up on Shadow the flippin' Hedgehog. And his eyes get all fiery, like how Sonic has when his eyes turn like an electric blue. That's how he goes fast. Tails, I don't think Tails has it, but he can fly. Knuckles and his eyes turn red, and he gets all powery. I don't know what Shadows is gonna be, but that effect in his eyes just look. I know it's supposed to represent that. And I wonder what his power is. Is he going to have chaos control by, like, naturally? Or is that supposed to be, like, what the power, like, what the inhibitor rings are holding back? Like, I want to see that. But Shadow. My God. Project Shadow. So they are adapting Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2. And that's where the movie officially ends. I'ma tell you now. Whoo! Boy, that moment had me hyped in the theaters. And everyone else, and they were like, Shadow, there's gonna be Sonic 3. I was like, yeah. No, duh. This just had me so hyped. Freaking. So, now that the Sonic 2 stuff. Oh, Agent Stone. Agent Stone was really good in this. Need a dedicated entire section to Agent Stone since I left them out of the review part. My bad, Stone. Stone. Not gonna lie. I think he's kind of gay for Robotnik. I'm not even gonna lie. Stone is gay for Eggman. Like, at the start of the movie, he was working in a coffee shop waiting for Eggman to come back, and he was making his little goat lattes with him and Eggman's face pretty close together with, like, little hearts. And just altogether, he seems much more, like, closer to Eggman, and just more obsessed with Eggman. More obsessed with Eggman than any of his previous right-hand men. Definitely more than the bots in Sonic X, Scratch and Grounder in... Heck, Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. More obsessed than Snively from Sonic Sat AM. Just, like... I swear. I don't know what else to say. But if Jim Carrey doesn't come back for Sonic 3, I think just Stone's obsession over Eggman would make Stone a good replacement for him in that storyline, and that's how he discovers Project Shadow. And the whole Ultimate Life Form and Eggman's ancestors, Gerald and Maria, and that whole storyline. But even then, I really want Jim Carrey to complete his final thing as Eggman, getting like a 1-to-1 Eggman costume, getting fatter, getting the blue glasses. The red goggles are cool, but I don't want to see Jim Carrey's eyes in the next one. All I want to see are those blue dead glasses. So hopefully Jim will come back as Eggman in Sonic 3. Obviously, the next big question is, who will play Shadow? There's only 3 choices for me. It's either get Jason Griffith back to play Shadow. See, he's my favorite game Shadow voice actor. And it's not out of the question to get a game voice actor, because Colleen O'Shaughnessy played Tails in this, and she's been voicing Tails since Sonic Boom. And in my opinion, Colleen is the perfect Tails. No one else, in my opinion, has came close to Colleen's voice for Tails. But yeah. It's not out of the realm of possibility for them to get Jason Griffith, or even the current Shadow voice actor. I wouldn't mind him trying to explore a more menacing version of his Shadow. I would really like to see that. Choice number 2, they could get Adam Driver to play Shadow. y'all know him as uh, Kylo Ren in the uh, sequel trilogy of Star Wars, and I think he could have the potential to be a really good Shadow. Plus, Adam Driver is a great actor in my opinion. I like Adam Driver. Now, the most obvious choice for me, hands down, Keanu Reeves. I would love Keanu as Shadow. I'm just gonna say it. I would love Shadow to be played by Keanu Reeves. I want Keanu as Shadow, hands down. I would say he's my only choice, but of course I have my backup options, Adam and his actor in the games. Just any of his voice, any of his game actors, I'm fine with. Adam Driver, I'm fine with. But if they can't get them, Keanu Reeves, I want Keanu Reeves as Shadow. Now, what other characters I want? Of course, there's gonna have to be some bigger bad villain for Sonic and Shadow to team up with, and obviously it can't be Eggman himself again, because one, they might not even be able to get Jim Carrey back for that since he's retiring, and two, he's just too weak. So, in my opinion, don't I wouldn't mind if they brought back the Bio Lizard from Sonic Adventure 2. But if they did Metal Sonic or Metal Overlord, that would be so cool. And just have him be the final boss of the series, or at least of this trilogy of the series. That would just be one of the coolest things in my opinion. And unfortunately, I don't want them to kill off Shadow, but I feel like it's the only way to do his arc justice, because I don't want another repeat of Knuckles' story from the Sonic 2. I want them to do something different with Shadow. And unfortunately, I think the only way that they can do that is by killing him off. And maybe they can bring back Shadow some way through the Shadow androids. But other than that, I just don't see how they can make Shadow impactful still and not kill him off, which is unfortunate because Shadow's probably one of my favorite characters. I don't really want him to die, but I think the sacrifice is necessary. And so to get around not having an extra game character being appear as the main cast anymore, introduce Amy in this. I would love to see how Amy would be in this series. Now, I don't think that they should just do a 1-to-1 Amy from the games, like make her like a creepy stalker girl in love with Sonic. I think yes, make the crush a main storyline, but also make her more like modern Amy, where she's more strong and independent, rather than just her obsession with Sonic being her only character trait. Or maybe, she develops into modern Amy by the end of the movie. And of course, you gotta do the classic Metal Sonic kidnaps Amy in Sonic and Shadow. And that's why they fight together at the end. And since Amy is who kind of like convinces Shadow to fight on the good side, because Shadow apparently think like thinks Amy reminds him of Maria in some way. I think having Amy in Sonic 3 would be a good way to have Shadow complete his arc. And seeing Amy get kidnapped by Metal Sonic, I think that would be a good reason for Shadow to fight alongside Sonic and hopefully go Super Shadow. I would love to see Super Sonic and Super Shadow fight together on the big screen. That would just be honestly so cool. But yeah, let me know what you thought of Sonic 2 in the comments down below. Let me know what you want for Sonic 3. I really loved Sonic 2. And I really hope come 2023, whenever they're releasing it, I've heard some talks that it's going to be early next year, which honestly I believe, since they already announced Sonic 3 before Sonic 2 even came out. So this has been in pre-production for a little bit already. So I can only guess that either they're still in pre-production or they're in full-on production right now. So it won't take that long for Sonic 3 to be released. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for this time. Flaky signing off. Peace and goodbye.